What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jake from Warcry Games, and today we're going to boot up the original Xbox. And it's probably been a while since a lot of you guys have seen this menu system. OG green. I don't see any themes in here. This is this is old. Usually I don't play this anymore because Microsoft has been on a pretty big push recently to get their original Xbox games and Xbox 360 titles backwards compatible on the Xbox One, future generations of their Xbox consoles. So the majority of my library is actually playable on the Xbox One S that I own in another room, but every now and then I do boot this up, but it's rare. It's like once a year, if that. But yeah, so right here we got it. This is the original Xbox. This is not my original one, unfortunately, because I had a lot of disk issues and a hard drive issue a long time ago. I still have it back there, but it's broke. It's pretty much useless. So unfortunately, the majority of my save files aren't fresh from when I was younger. They're just from, like I said, those yearly replays. Today, we're actually going to play a game that is truly terrible, but I have really good memories of it when I was younger, so I'm going to play it anyways. And I think I've only played it once or twice since I was a kid, but I'm going to introduce you guys to Dragon Ball Z Sagas if you've not already seen or heard this thing. It's kind of like a 3D RPG fighter game in the vein of how the current gen Xenoverse games are, but it was done just a lot more poorly. Button combinations are crappy. Key registers just doesn't hit the best on your controller, which, by the way, I do have the OG Duke controller for the Xbox. But yeah, so we're gonna jump into that. Just wanted to give you guys a warning. The combat in it isn't the best, but it did have some other cool mechanics in it, some stuff that I really liked. I'll show you here in just a second. There's what's it called? It's like the cinematic portion of the menus where once you've gotten to a certain point in the story, it gives you option to go back to the cinematics. And as a fan of the anime when I was growing up, I mean, as you can probably see in the background, I do have a lot of Dragon Ball related stuff. I don't know if I can try to pan the camera a little bit. Yeah, definitely some Goku and Frieza stuff. I got some more stuff just laying around my gaming room. But yeah, it's nice to see those anime cut-ins, tie-ins into the series. Dragon Ball has done this a lot throughout many generations of consoles. I mean, I know it's earlier than when I was growing up, but I've played games from I think it's not Super Butoden, I believe, on the Super Nintendo. Didn't like that game either, but they come out with games pretty frequently in the Dragon Ball universe, and only recently I would say are they actually pretty good. But yeah, let's actually jump in. Let's just start playing some of this game. This is definitely not everybody's cup of tea, but it's just what I felt like playing. I want to jump into an old save file. This is going to be part of my Let's Boot Up a Random Save File series. So actually, before I jump into loading a game, I want to show you a little bit of the cinematics, kind of like what I'm talking about. I may have to load my old game and then go into cinematics. Yeah, and I know my last playthrough had, I believe it's this one, Game in Progress. You could hear the buttons getting mashed pretty well because of my mic picking it up, so I'm going to just play with the controller under the table now. Hopefully you won't hear it too much. Okay, now we're going to go to extras, and yeah, so now you can see they're all loaded up. They're just real quick snippets about what's corresponding to the gameplay that you're currently playing to what the anime was. So we'll just go to where I'm currently at in this playthrough.
Takes a deadly turn. Piccolo dives in front of Nappa's attack, giving his own life to save Gohan. As Gohan bids a final farewell to his friend and mentor, his father Goku returns from Otherworld and races to the battlefield to put an end to the carnage once and for all.
Alright, looks like Goku is on his way back to Earth, and I'm assuming that means we're going to have to fight Vegeta. So let's just do it. Let's just jump in. There's not many button combos. There's punch, there's kick, there's key blast, block, I believe, and I think there's a teleport button, but I don't remember it that well. Rival, Mighty Nappa, and Saiyan's Duel. I think that's where I'm at.
Goku!
And the big thing that's bad about this game is the difficulty level. As weird as that seems,
Saiyan's
it's
Duel.
extremely difficult.
Wished back to life by the power of the Dragon Balls, Goku arrives on the battlefield determined to stop the Saiyans. And after making quick work of Nappa with his new Kaioken attack, it appears our hero will do just that. But when Vegeta steps into the fight, nothing is certain. Disgusted by Nappa's poor performance, he obliterates his now useless henchman in a ferocious display of power. Now, free of distraction, he has set his evil eye on Goku. Can Goku stand up to the might of the ruthless Saiyan Prince?
You are no match
This
for
battle's
super
tough.
elite.
Alright, so like I was saying, even that opening, it's such a good throwback to the series. It's the first time I remember it. I remember playing it to where they'll do a quick recap, a tie-in of what just happened. It looks like a feed from the anime, and then you just jump into it. So it was kind of cool. I did like that. Just the gameplay, the mechanics in the game just did not connect. It just wasn't that good. The current generation games of Dragon Ball are a lot better. If you play Xenoverse 2 or Fighters, they improved on their respective goals, what they were aiming to do. Xenoverse tells a story and parallel stories, and it does kind of do what this was trying to do, but a lot better. Fighters is more true to the original anime. If you've ever seen it, it's kind of like a cel-shaded style. It looks like you're just straight up playing from what those cutscenes are. It's a beautiful game. It's a 2D fighter, though. It's different than like this, not quite open world RPG, this closed linear RPG that has poor battle mechanics. But all right, let's try to take down Vegeta. I think I quit here. That's why I've not progressed past this point, because it is pretty difficult. Okay, immediately getting blasted. What's block again? Okay, that's his attack. His blocking takes your stamina. Man, I'm also just pretty bad.
Okay, don't say I didn't warn you.
Man, he can blast me out of there.
You don't even have a chance.
Oh, are you about to
This
die?
is only the beginning.
Yeah, I think the last time I played this was with a buddy, and we ended up having to turn on cheat codes because it was that difficult. I did 0 damage to him. Yeah, we gotta try. We gotta do a little bit better than that.
Saiyan.
Let's skip this if we can. Yes.
You are no match for a super elite.
You'll regret that.
I'm barely whittling down his health. Oh, okay. I think as a kid I was actually able to do it better because I think I read in a book somewhere that you can kind of cheese some of the enemies. You can get them into, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could punch them like through walls and stuff, or through like the Rocky Mountains, the scenery in the back. But okay, what's that do now?
You clown, I'm going to squash you like a bug.
Go ahead
I
and
gotta
try.
remember how to. He's about to blast me, but I gotta remember how to charge up my key. Options, upgrades, controller. Teleport's the black button. Choose that. Toggle display, so that's teleport. What is charge? I don't see charge. Blocking something maybe? Dang. Okay.
Feel my wrath.
Give me all you've got!
He's gonna do blocking. That's charge.
Is that all you've got?
What's wrong? Is a saying
Wow,
too much
okay.
for you?
It's so bad. It's so hard. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep trying.
Say
You are no match for a super elite.
You'll regret that.
Oh wow. Okay, that hurt. Gives me time to charge. Come on, man. Let's charge. Let's do it. Charge. Oh no. Oh, you can't recover.
I won't show you any mercy.
I won't let the people of Earth down.
Dang. Okay. What do these things do? Health? Yeah, they are health. Which is useless if you're just constantly getting hit. You guys think we got this? Because I do not. Okay, we need to stop getting rocked so bad. Yeah. Woo. I guess this is pretty fair because even in the anime, I mean, Vegeta was much stronger than Goku. It's only thanks to his Kaioken technique that he was able to put up any sort of fight against him. And then a spirit bomb later. I don't know how to recover quickly from that. Okay, where are you vanishing to? There. No, it didn't work. Man, and he blasted me. Okay, I gotta get this.
Show you my true power.
We'll see about that.
Oh, point blank. You really just can't make much of a mistake, you know?
I'll show you
Charge,
the true
run.
power of the saying.
Whoa, that was close.
I see Z coins. I don't think they help. I need health. It does that rolling barrage attack as well, which kind of stuns you, does a little bit of damage to your health, but sometimes when you destroy rocks and stuff, you can get health, so I'm gonna at least try it. Oh, I can't even destroy it. Oh, I think it's gonna be death for us.
Saiyans are the most
Yeah,
powerful race
man,
in the
okay.
universe.
I'm gonna go to something just a little bit easier to show you guys some gameplay. You do a little bit better, you know, each time, but it's just so hard. It's so difficult. Yeah, you should go look up like the Metacritic reviews on this. It's just not fair. It's so hard.
Goku!
And this is very beginning. I do believe you can, once you beat the game, I did beat it when I was younger. Let's skip it. You can start playing as different characters. Top of my head, I want to say Goku, Piccolo, Gohan, and Krillin. That's why it kind of gave me that. Maybe, what, like Trunks and Broly? I think there's some other characters you can unlock. Yeah, this is more my tier. This is Scrub Guys. This is how. This is more at my level. Point blank. Even these guys kind of take me. It's embarrassing. No camera rotation, so I can't see. I can charge. At least I can charge. These combos, these attacks, everything I'm doing, I mean, that's pretty much it. You can charge, you can do a couple punch combo, a couple kick combo. You might be able to change it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let me do 1. No, I don't think you can even intermingle them. Upgrade special, yeah, so you can upgrade, so you get 9 Z coins. So I could upgrade some of my like melee attacks. That is how Vegeta was getting me. He was uppercutting me into the air and then attacking me. Okay. So maybe I always was just kind of a scrub at this. What's smash? Press and hold. Okay. Okay, let's try that. You can only do it at Z stations, but let's go find a Z station. Does that drain my energy when I fly around? Doesn't look like it, huh? Dang, dang, okay. Deal with this guy first. Dang, can't get up there. Okay, so let's charge. Let's get away from him. Around the same time, maybe a little bit before, I was playing some actually good Dragon Ball games on the Game Boy Advance. I don't know if anybody even plays that these days, but Legacy of Goku 2, and I believe 3, but Legacy of Goku 2 is probably like the better one. I think 1 was really, really, really bad, probably about on par with how Sagas is. But ooh, Sensu. But yeah, Legacy Goku 2. Man, I don't even remember all the differences. It was all in like sagas, if I remember correctly. Like 1 went up to a certain stage, 2 progressed it on the story onto a certain stage, 3 cleared through. I don't remember if it was like the Cell Saga or the Boo Art. But the fighting mechanic got better, and that's the only thing I remember. I don't remember. I think I just played somebody else's copy of 1. It wasn't that good. 2 was like way better. Right, so let's get you knocked out. We gotta get these red guys out first. They do the most damage. And just even aiming at them, you know, like I can cheese these guys pretty easy because they can't fly, but aiming at the other guys when these guys are around, you can't select it. You can't change the target unless I'm missing something. No, I couldn't reselect the target. There's a Z station up there, so I can learn an ability.
You must purchase this.
Oh, I missed it. I forgot what I did. I missed what special move I should select for it. Yeah, and I think the OG Xbox, without any sort of modification, without any sort of you know, manipulating the port on it, it's sub 720p, like maybe 480p or possibly a little bit worse than that. But it can be upscaled to at least 720p and maybe 1080i, if I remember correctly. And these things were really, really good for the modding community. I never did it myself, but apparently it was a beast for loading, you know, whatever type of third-party software on there, so you could run a ton of arcade games. It was like the one for it. Like, something about it being more similar to a computer than it was like a game, a console. Go figure. This was Microsoft's first forage into the yeah, let's upgrade that into the console marketplace. I don't remember which one she said to do. Okay, some of these will actually help the battle against Vegeta. Teleport. But I thought that uses key. Oh, I can't use it anyways. I need another Z coin. So that you refill your key meter rapidly. See enemies. Don't care about that. Quick recovery. Okay, that's helpful. Uppercut, roundhouse, which is pull and hold that. Smash, which I like. Unblockable finishers. Okay. Okay, so they do have combos. You just have to unlock them over time. So we're just way early in the game, I guess. So disregard that. But I remember it not being very deep. I remember the enemies not being very intuitive. A lot of times they spam the same attacks. I think the very last part of the game, you're facing off against Cell, and you cannot win. If I remember correctly, you cannot win unless you lock a Ki Blast with him, and it's so frustrating. You both have to do that slow motion, slow down, charge an attack, and they've got to connect, or else you won't get the final animation. And I want to say you have to get Gohan into Super Saiyan 2. Just for any Dragon Ball Z nerds, you know, it's got to be canon. It's got to be like the anime was. But don't quote me on that. It's been you know, a good while since I played this. I don't want to do a combo as much as I want to do quick recovery or teleport, but I can't do teleport. Quick recovery is good. You start getting attacked, if you recover quicker, that's a good advantage. No team upgrade. Yeah, a game like this, it's more tempting just to boot up the, or just to go on Google, find what the cheat codes are, lock them in, and then just play around. If you're invincible, you're running around in your favorite unlocked character, that's like endgame, it's a lot more fun, but I think just the game mechanics itself just ruin it for me. But nonetheless, it's a Dragon Ball game. It's you know, at a time where I didn't get games that often, you know, what, twice a year mainly would be, say, like your birthday, a major holiday like Christmas or something like that, and you just play the crap out of that game, you know. That was or multiple games that you'd get during that time, but this was my pick of the litter, and at the time I loved it, you know. Just it's when you go back to this and those, you know, rose tinted nostalgia glasses come off and you're like, man, this was not the same game I remember, you know. That happens sometimes. That's just, you know, the way of things. Destructible environments, that's pretty cool. You know, I have to admit that's really, really awesome. Oh, sorry, I'm going to move the camera on the top right because it's also the Dragon radar. So let's see, let's get this thing shifted down a little bit. It's not a big deal, but it does show where like certain items are on the game. I think you can select out. Oh wait, is this Raditz? So that's Raditz up there. Let me just make sure there's no other coins, because that'll actually make the game a little bit more playable when you have those combos and key attacks, and you know, if you have a lot of that unlocked, it is a little bit easier. But yeah, might as well give yourself more of a fighting chance. Yeah, like I said, this was it's a new Xbox, newer for, you know, like the time frame that it is, and it's not my original, so I don't have my full save file on here. Just, you know, something I only played obviously very little of. I was gonna do Need for Speed 2. That's a game I really, really do want to revisit, but I just tried booting that back up, and I don't have a save file on it, so I've not played that since my old Xbox broke. So my profile's gone, and that'd be more of a playlist where I just play from the start and keep going. It's a racing game. It's one of the better ones, probably one of the top 2 or 3 games on the system, in my opinion. Let's charge up a little. Yeah, if I remember correctly, even this mechanic, like say this thing is a little bit too tall. You have to go find another ledge, which some of them are way further. Jump, fly, and then go find a way to get over here. It's not really puzzle solving, it's just crappy, but I think if I remember in this first level, you have to do this hopping around at the very end of the level to get to a high thing, to fly back to somewhere earlier in the level to find one of the Z coins. Which, I mean, it is what it is, you know, it's, I guess, a way to eat our time, our attention, but I don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of backtracking in video games. I like to move forward, play as the story plays. If there's a side branch for you to go off to that's clearly obvious, it's your choice to do so. It's your choice to go down there and then explore further. But to make you go back to an earlier part of the game, it's not always. I'm sure it can be done well, but it feels kind of lazy, you know? Times like this, I do wish I bought that upgrade for increased flight speed. Yeah, let's see. Another great game on here is the original Halo, of course. I do want to revisit that. I actually have the Master Chief Collection on Xbox, but it's always a good feeling just to get back for that nostalgia vibes. You know, boot it up on the old console, boot it up with the original Duke controller. You know, I don't have big hands. This thing is just massive. It just like sits there, but it's just a good feeling. It puts you back in that state of mind. You know? Is that it? We got nothing else? Alright, let's charge up and just go for Raditz. He's an easier enemy boss. He's the first one. Still difficult from what I remember, but easier nonetheless. This is Goku's brother.
Goku
So what I
and
got?
Piccolo, the Earth's two greatest fighters, confront the Saiyan invader Raditz. Though his son is still locked away in the Saiyan space pod, Goku refuses to submit to Raditz's demands. He vows to defeat Raditz and save the Earth, or die trying.
I'll teach you a lesson, fool. We'll see about
I got a smash attack now too, right? Oh, dang, I'll have to try it. Dang. That is not the smash. I thought it was just hold X. Was I wrong? Yeah, I'm getting rocked again. Oh, that was a horrible time to let go. I want to see, do I not have that upgrade? That's right, I did quick recovery, I didn't do smash. Decreases your reaction time and lets you get back in the fight swiftly. I gotta go find health. Oh, jeez. Go chasing after me. Just need a sensu beam, man. Just need a sensu beam. Oh, that got me.
Yes!
See, I still got another sensu beam. Let's just go attack him.
Let me show you the true power of a Saiyan. I won't let you get away with this!
How'd you know I was gonna drop out of the sky?
Don't mess with me! Go ahead and try!
Dang. He has killed me twice already. Hey, it's canon. I'm not supposed to be a match for him. I think I'm supposed to do a little bit better than this. No more sensu beams, man. This is it. I don't know how I did that, but I am not going to complain. Alright, brother. Woo! Okay.
Desperate to help his father, young Gohan's anger explodes, and the incredible powers sleeping within him are momentarily awakened. Gohan attacks, then lands a critical blow to the evil Raditz. Goku summons the last of his strength, and in a valiant effort, sacrifices his own life to ensure the villain's defeat and save the human race from utter destruction. The battle won, Piccolo is confident that Goku's friends will use the power of the Dragon Balls to wish the fallen hero back to life. But with his final words, Raditz dashes Piccolo's hopes by informing him that 2 even more powerful Saiyans are on their way to Earth. In 1 year, they will arrive, and they will stop at nothing to have the Dragon Balls for their own evil purposes.
Man, that was scrub tier. That was pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. But I did want to jump back into it. This is something I don't play very often, but again, just nostalgia purposes, you know. I do want to try Need for Speed Underground 2, the original Fable, which I believe is backwards compatible now. I'm not sure though. Halo, and original Ninja Gaiden. Those are the other games I do want to play on this console. But yeah, I think most of them are going to have to be more of playthroughs or starting from the beginning, because my saves will probably be deleted. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys like it, please leave a like on the video. Comment down below if you want to see any one of those 4 or 5 games I can play next time. Otherwise, yeah, subscribe if you haven't. And thanks for coming. I appreciate it.